Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5. Folks, we are on the last race of our first full season here in the NASCAR Heat 5 series. And it's been, well, for lack of a better way to put it, a tumultuous one. Early on, we made rivals with absolutely every custom driver on the circuit. Unintentional, learned a lot, learned that the rival system is pretty broken. There's no way to resolve it without just getting through the season. To ensure that that happens and that it resets at the end of the season, I actually turned the rival system back on. And here we are now for the final race. Could get pretty dicey. But we are out of the playoffs. We sit in 10th place overall. We're looking to maximize our payout, looking to maximize our purse with this 150 lapper at Phoenix Raceway. I'm going to get out there, get acclimated with, because I've only driven it on the old configuration, so I'm going to get acclimated with the new configuration of the track. We're going to go ahead and get the truck set up for the final race. And hopefully we'll have a decent one here, as we've got a little room to upgrade part of the truck for Daytona as well. All right, so I was able to max out the training for Alina Rowe. She's got plus 12 on engine now. That's how we spent our money this time, but it was a big one for us. So it put us at an 88 instead of a 90. We can't do 90 yet. Once we have the 3 next trucks, we'll be able to have a truck in the hopper for these races. But for now, this is what we've got. Because we wrecked out, or we got wrecked, but it doesn't matter how it ended. DNF in the last race, we were able to save somehow on the engine, aero, and suspension. That we ran a very smooth race, which is humorous since the truck was wrecked. But doesn't matter, we'll take it. So here are our settings, final race of the season. We should have a pretty decent truck. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and just select the truck, obviously the short track truck, and we'll get out there and do our race. Well, there was a glitch. Gave me a best lap of 1 second. I don't know how that happened, but we're actually not great. We're 29-1s consistently. We'll see what happens here. I think it's gonna, I was gonna say, I think it's gonna push it. We're about 2 seconds off the pace, so we're not gonna get top 10 likely. I made adjustments on my own, some minor, more just to the braking bias and that engine. I'm getting into it a little bit on my own. We'll see. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a setup guy, but I'm trying to figure some stuff out in this. See what I can do that works for me as well. All right, here we go. Qualifying lap. I'm going to say this right off the bat. I do not like the new Phoenix setup in comparison to the old one. It's official. I never made a comment on it because I never experienced it before. I loved old Phoenix. I raced it a lot in Dirt to Daytona, and I do not like Phoenix number 2. The new config is just not, it's not for me. But here we are, running through here, and it was actually our best lap. 22nd place. That's not bad. It's not bad. We certainly weren't going to get into the 20 or into the 27s as it acted like we might. But here we are. Let's take a look at your final qualifying results for the first full season. Grant Enfinger, Johnny Sauter, Jordan Anderson, Stuart Friesen, Austin Hill round out your top 5. Custom drivers, Bradshaw Stout, your 32nd place driver in the standings. Gets the best custom driver qualifying in this race, 13th place. Jeremiah Graham, another decent showing in 17th place. Bryce Egan, 19th. David Schildhouse, 20th. Eliza Bethel, 21st. Here we are in 22nd. Gary Norton, 23rd. Michael Chavez, 24th. Casey Kane, 25th. Lance Norwick, 26th. Speedy Jones, 27th. Max Cost, 28th. Taylor Carpenter, 29th. John Perez, 30th. Matt Kenseth, 31st. Parker Smith, 32nd. We've got 150 laps. Let's get out here and try to finish it off with a bang. Stuart Friesen, relax. He's our friend. He'll race us cleanly. David Schildhouse failed multiple scanning station thingamaboobers. Back of the pack for him. Jordan Anderson trying to get a little extra here in the final race of the season. Fails and gets sent to the back as well.
Starter has the green flag in his hand. Almost ready. Green flag.
And we're off. Final race of the season. Final time getting abused by other drivers. I am excited for that as we get run up on the... We get run up immediately. Oh, we get a nice run off here. Egan isn't our problem and somebody we don't have to worry about. As you can tell, he moves. We got up there and he adjusted his course. Thank you, sir.
Stay high, stay high.
Fantastic driver there all season. Somehow we did not make... Oh, he's our only driver. I said all custom drivers. I was wrong. He is the only driver that is not an enemy or a rival. They're not enemies. They're rivals. I mean, and it's all about to change. I hope. I'm driving not great right now, but we, got a lot of laps, so we need to ease into it. And we will. We just got off of Martinsville. A lot of heavy braking in Martinsville. But as you can see right here, it is a different racetrack overall than what we just ran.
Stay on the bottom here. You got room. You're clear there.
All right, got around Egan. Casey Kane did as well. We will start to work on the other custom drivers. We've got Jeremiah Graham, Bradshaw Stout, Eliza Bethel up there, and then it looks like Angela Rutch in front of her. We've got Casey Kane behind us, but it looks like on the second half of the turn, he doesn't get that drive off, and that's how we're gaining up on Jeremiah Graham right now. Once I get comfortable, I will end up down on the, here we go, down on the apron, as I'm pretty sure they do throughout this area. Cutting the course just that little bit, give us a little advantage, hopefully. Here we go. I love Phoenix, and it just upsets me. I did not realize, because again, I had never left an opinion on it. A lot of people had opinions in my Dirt to Daytona series, and I never did because I've never raced this configuration. I gotta be honest, it's definitely not as good as the other configuration. I very much enjoyed the other configuration. I felt like there was a lot of a challenge in it, and where we're cutting the course was actually, I'm trying to figure out, it was the other, I don't understand this actual course, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to drop down that far this time. Just get that little bit. See, this feels like this was the back turn, which would make the other one the front turn, but the exit is really weird, so I'm confused. Was this the side that had... This was the side that had the start-finish line on it, and then you went around the sharp turn, came off, had this little turn here, which was a lot tighter. Not tighter, but you didn't have the apron to drive down on. There was grass there. Holy crap. Who is... Oh, that's Matt Kenseth. Just a fire. Where did he even come from? Holy crap. Good for him, I guess. But anyway, so that appears to be... I know for those of you who know the layout, this is new for me, so I'm just kind of taking a look and figuring it out. But here we are. Nevertheless. Yeah, Kenseth is fast. We are not. We're at the max that we can do right now. I'm 20th place truck, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Truck feels fine, but we can't... I don't see us really getting more out of it than we have right here. I might be able to push pretty hard and get around Graham, but then I have to keep pushing hard to stay in front of him. Like, super hard. That's going to burn everything up. I guess I could search for speed. What do we got here? Oh, that's not what I cared about. 45 laps in stage 1. We'll bring it down to about 22 before a speed up, but regardless, we're not getting anything out of this. Maybe I should do the drop really far down like they do and then bring it up. I don't feel like that helped us, but here I am. How does that not give you a big jump on somebody going around the turn normally? We're not losing speed at all, and we fly through a much shorter part of the track. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Let's see if we can do it again and see if it gets better. We're at 0.5 seconds on him. Bring it down to here. Back up. We gain a 10th, but not really. Because he's back to, well, there we go. That one he got, but I don't know, because he's back to a half of a second in front of us after that. That was weird. Oh, wrong turns. Didn't slow down nearly enough. Interesting. And now Jeremiah Graham's driving away from us like we've lost speed. And I don't understand that because we haven't. Nothing has changed for our truck at all. Let me see if I can just catch back up to him by driving the track without cutting it. I'm going to try to go a little deeper into turns 3 and 4 and roll them a little more and see if that's going to give us more speed coming out. And, well, more speed through the turn itself. Just see if I can roll the turns a little more. We're in a bit of a bubble here, and Matt Kenseth is just a rocket. I mean, he just drove away. That's crazy. Oh, that's not the answer at all. I mean, we're not losing anything on Jeremiah Graham. Yeah, we are. We just lost something there. Perfect. Perfect. Well, there we go. Now Casey Kane is catching up to us. Why are we losing stuff? I mean, we're wearing our tires out pretty fast, but I think we'll still be fine by the end of the run. I don't know. Yeah, we're getting tight, really tight off, and this is the faster of the two turns, so that's interesting. Not liking it, as Casey Kane is gaining on us now. All I can do is hope to have a really good... Well, that was actually a really good exit. It's weird. The whole thing feels weird. I feel like we're going to get passed by Kane now. And we just don't have a great truck. That's just how it goes sometimes. It's not, I mean, our goal is to obviously do a lot better, and we'll have opportunities after pit stop to move up on the course and race these trucks again pretty hard as long as we can maintain within the range that we're in right now. But I honestly am starting to think we don't have a top 15 truck. The gap is growing. I feel like we are increasing the gap on Egan, but Casey Kane is slowly but surely gaining on us. And maybe we can put some distance between us and him. Yeah, we did there. Maybe it's just me overthinking it, and I just need to drive better. This part is... I didn't like that. I don't feel great coming out of 2. Should be our faster of the 2 turns. Of the 4 turns. 2 sets of turns is what I meant. But we've kind of put a little distance between us and Kane. Not a lot, but we've also maintained the distance we have with him, which is important because I really don't want to lose 20th place. I'd like to get up to Jeremiah Graham and battle it out with him again, but he is slowly but surely driving away. Good news is we're putting a bit more of a gap between us and Egan, so if we do get passed by Kane, we're not going to lose it to Egan. but I also would rather not lose it to Kane. Just gonna drive it deep in here, really deep down. I mean, the apron is so, it's all basically the same. Well, not really, but it's not that bad. See if we can roll this a little more.
All right, you're clear.
And then get a good drive off. Yeah. Drive it down here. Back up. Any little bit helps at this point is where my mind is going. Oh, there he was to hit us. Ah. All right. All right. I don't feel great about that. We're going to have to go back to kind of what I was doing.
Inside.
I'll let him get around, I think, unless
Clear all around.
I don't. That's right, Casey Kane, you thought! And you were almost correct, actually. It was almost spot on. I don't know why I keep dipping down so far, going through 1 and 2 now, and it's definitely not helping us. So we'll have to keep an eye on me being an idiot there. We're going to actually run the middle here in 3 and 4 because it seemed like we had a lot of speed, and we do have a lot more speed through 3 and 4. Running it like that.
Coming to the cross flag.
All right.
Halfway, this time by.
So as he said, halfway this next time by, we will speed it up after this lap.
Clear low.
Maybe
Hold your line, got
Casey
one
Kane will
inside.
be passing us through here. And maybe we need to run a higher line on the track overall.
All clear.
Kane, come on. That's the other bad part about this. I don't want to get run over. But I also don't want to give it up. We run a lot faster through 3 and 4. Through middle.
Still there.
I mean, we're 10 miles an hour faster overall coming out of 3 and 4 through the middle.
Still there.
But we definitely lose at 1 and 2. All right. Halfway through stage 1, we're going to speed things up for you here. We'll be back on the mic at the end of stage number 1.
Caution's out. Wave them off.
Weird the caution came out right there. I'm not a fan of that at all, actually, because everyone's going to pit, which is what we need to do. But then come the next time around, I don't know. This isn't great. Not great. We need to get in front of Casey Kane, though, because when the stage is over, if we're in front of him, we'll get on the free pass. Oh, we are. Oh, we came out in front of Casey Kane. Good job, pit crew.
Coming to the green, driver. Ready. Hammer down, green's out. Hold your line, got one inside.
Of course, he's going to get that.
Inside.
4 laps remaining, and we're just
Car there on the
getting
inside.
run over. That's weird.
Got one peeking inside.
Okay, perfect. Wonderful. Great. Fantastic.
Car there on the inside.
Unbelievable. Come on. Don't kill me. Carpenter. Yep.
got room.
Okay, he
You're
did it.
clear.
He did it. We're fine. Yep, he spun himself out. But
Nice
that's...
driving that
Come
stage,
on!
driver.
Screwed us. Really bad. Oh, well. Can't go out of the last one without just getting screwed. I pit, because why not? Gustine was the one who brought out the first caution.
We're going green.
I'm going to jump to the inside and... Well, I'm not. That's glad I looked. Glad I looked. Looks like Egan is back on the lead lap. Good for him. Looks like Koss has some damage on the front end. Wonder if that had to do with the incident with... whether he was involved in what happened with Gustine. Not sure. Not sure.
Careful.
But a nice run out of 2. Just trying to be mindful of the trucks around me. Yeah. We're getting knocked around. Just a bit. Just getting knocked around a little bit. I'd love to get down on the inside. There we go. Stay on the inside here. Pardon me, Mr. Egan.
Stay low, stay low. Hold your line.
Oh, Max Cost. Oh. Schildhouse giving us the business.
Got one inside. Car there on the outside. You're all clear up top. Looking inside now.
We got just tapped enough to send us up the track a little bit, but we might be okay if I can jump on the inside of Norton here and get a good run through 3 and 4. Nope. Don't turn down on me, dude. What are you doing? He's out. He wiped out. We'll pit again because we're, so far back anyway. Might as well. Norton's in front of us. He's fine. Not that I was worried about it. Next season, that stuff is not going to happen, and I cannot be more excited to introduce the 2 new drivers that we have, both subscriber drivers, and also be running without the rival system on because it is just dirt. Dirty. I cannot wait to not be... I mean, again, like NASCAR Thunder 04, you could at least fix problems, and you can see right away when you're making them mad. And I would have known that bump drafting is not okay if that was the case, and I would have just not done it and maybe had 1 or 2 rivals all season. But no, it all was different. Whoa. Gordon Anderson, of course, back on lead lap, is a fast truck, and he came up on the inside. I had nowhere else to go with Koss doing what he was doing. Oh, and then we get smashed into by Schildhouse, which sends us up the track. You know the drill. I mean, it's not like I'm telling you guys anything new. You've watched the whole season of us just getting the absolute poop beaten out of us. Family-friendly wording there.
Stay low, stay low.
I don't know, Schildhouse must have broke for Perez there or something, but when they turn like that, it's not from me hitting them. They're turning down on me and spinning themselves out. 100%. I mean, I know you might be like, oh, I've seen it in other games. That's when you're turning up. I'm not turning up into them. They are turning down onto me because they're rivals. You've seen probably most extensively Max Cost and Mike Harmon this year have done that to us, where they're willing to do whatever it takes to absolutely destroy us. And, and it's not, the game is the game. Mike Harmon's a regular driver in the game. He does it to us worse than probably anybody else. Max Koss just so happens to be the other AI driver that was really big on it. We just got sent up the track again by Michael Chavez. If we can't get around these drivers, we can't do anything about what's happening here, and that's what's going on. We can't get around these drivers because as soon as we try to look at Schildhouse, just turns right down on us. Max's truck is trash. I mean, the whole front right side is absolutely crinkled in. Short track racing, though, apparently. Oh, thank you. Why do I need to even try to turn when I got friends like Schildhouse who turned the truck for me? Appreciate you. Ironically, I'm watching his race right now while I'm recording this. I got him on mute, but come on, Max, get your stuff together. There you go. I don't want another caution to come out. We're finally ahead of that little junk
Excellent
group.
lap there. Good job.
It actually really was a good lap in comparison to what we've done.
Hold your line. Got one.
See, we slow down more than them in 1 and 2, but we get a way nicer drive off, except Cost is on my inside, and he's going to run into me as soon as we get out.
Still there. All right, you're clear.
And I get a good run off of here.
Stay low.
Maybe I don't have to deal with him. Then I only have to deal with Parker Smith and Taylor Carpenter hating us. Yay. Hey, look at that.
Got one up top.
Got around the turn really easily because Parker Smith was there. Oh my goodness, Max Cost is on a murder mission as he does this. He drives through Parker Smith, trailing us right through. It was crazy. Now he's right on us again, hitting us all the way around the turn. But ironically, by him doing it, we're moving ourselves up the track, which has been funny. I'm just pushing it now. I'm just pushing it. That time, that was me. That did that to Parker. I mean Parker. Taylor. Taylor let me know he wasn't happy about it. And I don't blame him. See, we're turning them all straight again. It's the last race of the season, and I just need to get the best that I can. Again, do you want me the hot seat races, I think it's called? Next year we'll be doing some Xfinity hot races, whatever. Do you guys want to see those? Or do you want me to just put the Truck Series races on? Because those won't have you guys in them. Although, it might have you in other other owner cars if it does take the user information over. I don't think it does, because it does specify truck information. So I think we'll see some of the drivers from the Truck Series that are no longer in the Truck Series in the Xfinity Series when we're out there.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
Oh, we got shoved into Speedy there. That was crazy.
Car outside. All right, clear outside.
I really want to go back into the inside view so you can see just how much we're getting smashed around.
Stay on the bottom.
That was a fun view for that purpose.
Still there.
Here.
You're all clear up top. Got one up top.
Whoa. Well. That happened.
Careful. Still there. Still there. You're all clear.
We're not turning the steering wheel that much.
You're clear.
Every time it goes to an extreme left like that, that's because we were getting hit. We were doing about a 2/3 turn.
Careful.
Now we're turning it all the way because I
Car there on the inside.
missed the corner.
Still there. Bottom's clear.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
Got a car low now.
I messed that up. It is weird jumping to the inside of the truck after being used to being on the outside.
Inside.
Got Parker Smith on our inside now. We get a good run through 1 and 2, despite it being our weirdest two turns, but we just gotta be there. We're not being there right now. Being inside the truck is not good for me right now because I'm not used to it, and so I'm messing up my turns. I can't do it. We gotta be outside so I can see what's going on.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
Had I practiced inside the truck, I'd have been fine, but I wasn't, so I'm not.
Got a car coming inside now. Hold your line. Got one inside. Got one down low now.
There we go. See, now we're starting to get some of the speed we didn't have.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
Well, also, here we go, getting Speedy Jones
Got one down low now.
jumping on us and trying to wreck us, which is going to cost us some more positions. I'll just run in the back the whole race. I mean, I'm not fast enough to get around him, apparently, and Every time I get up on side of him, I just get absolutely trashed. And now we're real loose. The truck is real slippery. Speedy Jones even wrecked his own, though. He was doing just fine up in like 23rd, and because he did that move on us, he ended up hurting himself. Look at this. Casey Kane just drove us down on the apron. Speedy Jones right in front of us. We're getting knocked around right now.
Hold your line, got one outside. You got room, you're clear there. Hold your line, got one inside.
I don't want to be here, but if he's going to turn into us, it's going to be bad for him. Yeah, he did. It wasn't as bad for him. He was a lot more stable than I thought he would be. Oh, but then he lost it going into... But he uses us to straighten himself out. Oh, wow.
20 laps to go.
All right, we're going to go ahead and speed things up. Holy crap. So much action going on there. Just trying to fight these guys. I didn't realize how many laps are left. We're going to speed them up right now. We'll be back on the mic at the end of stage number 2. Must have been a caution because there were 2 laps left at the line, and I don't know, but we finished 24th, and it wasn't great. We're 2 laps down. Best we can finish at this point is 21st, and I don't know if we've got what it takes to get there. So, pit. I'm going to pick that up just a little bit. It's fine, but why not? And, yeah, final stage about to be underway. Final stage not as long as other final stages seem to be. It's 60 laps probably at the line.
Be ready here. Hold your line,
Let's see how it goes. We're in 26th place after our pit stop. We had damage that we had to repair.
Still there.
What we got here? 64 laps in the tank, so yeah, we don't technically have to
Got one
pit.
down low now.
It's going to be interesting how it goes, but we technically don't have to pit.
Bottom's clear.
So I don't break through 1 and 2 anymore. Got that figured out. And I really do, and I don't get on it through 3 and 4. I just kind of maintain the speed. Well, right now I'm doing what they're doing, but I'm saying when I'm driving myself. So that's why at the end of the stage, we actually caught Schildhaus. After he had gotten a bit away from us, I mean, even with worn stuff, we were able to do pretty good work there. We will get on the brakes here not to run into Norick. Notice I didn't want to run into Norick.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Speedy Jones on our inside, likely to come up and try to tap us, but oh, thank goodness we weren't in his path.
Got a car low now.
And he is in our path now. All right, it's okay. 24th place where we were at the end of stage number 2.
Still there.
There's 58 laps remaining in this one. We'll run it to 35, and then we'll run 35 down to 5 to go on a speed up, and we'll finish this season off with 5 to go. But for now, we're still in the middle of it. We got, the whole first half of this stage Let me know if you like it. It's what I'm doing. I definitely tried to cut half the race into speed ups to appease to everybody. Give you the whole race, give you the long race, but also give you the opportunity, if you want to cut that out, you know when I start a speed up that you can just fast forward those parts if you want to. For those of you who want to see the whole race, we're not moving fast enough that it takes away from the race itself. I've watched them. I watch all my videos while I'm editing them and make those determinations, and I think that we're in a good spot with it where it's not so fast that it's losing the enjoyment of the race. So we'll see how it goes. And on the brakes a little there to avoid driving up into Jeremiah Graham. Now, we got a truck fast enough to compete with these 3 trucks. I just don't know if, you know, with all the bumping, if we're going to be able to do what we want to do. We might be able to. As long as we keep it on the inside, we might be able to. If we jump up to the outside, that's when we get smashed in the outside wall and really slows us down a lot. We gotta get on the brakes. We're running inside like this. Matt Kenseth. What is he doing back here? Oh, he probably got back on the lead lap. I was going to say, he has a super fast truck.
Careful, still there.
This is not where I want to be, but when Matt Kenseth rolled up, I kind of got a little squirrely and made some poor decisions. He's stuck behind these guys. I'd love to follow him if they're going to move out of his way. I'd love to follow him, but
coming inside now.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to. And Max Cost is there now, so I'm not going to be able to drive down. Don't do it.
Still there. Got a car coming inside now. Clear low, bud. Got one peeking inside. Stay high up.
What a season. What a season.
Careful. Still there.
I have to run into him because it gives me that little bit of space before he runs into me to keep me off the wall. See if I can dip down and just get a really heavy run off here and off of here. I don't know. I'm not seeing this benefit us that much, which is crazy. I caught up to him that time, and because we were just coasting through the turn, we were able to kind of hang on to our apron. Well, it doesn't. You're not that affected on the apron in this. There's just not that much of a banking that affects you, and the apron is banked as well. You can see it. So you're not really affected that much by it. Little tippy tap. Little tappy tappy tap. Hanging out in 25th. I mean, I'm feeling like our best can be 24th in this race, even though we can compete with these 4 trucks in front of us. We just can't seem to get around them. So, I mean, that's where we stand with that right now. And they're actually, I don't know. I feel like we're driving well enough, and yet we're ending up kind of losing the trucks coming out of 4. And I just don't understand what is going on, folks. I don't understand it. Just start to dip it down on the apron and see if we can get a run like that. That worked. Whatever it takes, right, folks? Especially here in this last race. Whatever it takes. Set the tone for next year that we will not be bullied. Actually, it's not going to be bullied next year, which will be nice. Neutral. That's all I want now. Just neutral. Neutral racing. Trucks that... We won't be doing what I just did there either, though. I won't be just smashing into trucks like I just did. Right now, it doesn't matter. They're our rivals. I know I've said before, oh, but I'm going to play it like they're not our rivals, but I'm pretty fed up with this season. Pretty fed up with all the getting smashed been less than ideal. However, being our first full season, I have enjoyed that part of it. I've enjoyed getting to know the tracks in this and kind of setting our baseline for the truck we have. I don't know what kind of money we get at the end of the year, if any at all. I know that we'll get extra money for running those hot races, which I really want to do. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be in the Xfinity cars and seeing how... I'm dead serious. This is pure to me. I have never run the Xfinity series in this game at all, ever. Not even a practice race. So either that or the Cups, to be honest. I know you'd be like, well, why wouldn't you, just because you like racing, wouldn't you maybe run Exhibition? Nope, not my thing. Love to run the career modes, and so I've never even run the other Cup cars or the Xfinity cars. So it's going to be all first-hand, first-time experience with you guys right on the screen. We got a really nice run there. And Schildhouse is going to help us around the corner as he is smoking and pushing down on us. That's awesome. I'm just trying to keep it consistent over and over again and do whatever we can to run these laps to get up to the other drivers and compete as best we can. Schildhouse has got a good run this time, but he's still stuck behind us. And I know normally I like to run the middle. Well, maybe I will be running the middle because he got the inside and I didn't hold on to the middle. That sucked. Wow, he got a really good run there.
Careful, still there.
Well, we got a decent run there, but then his drive off is better.
Still there.
Now we're on the inside. Well, he didn't really care that we were on the inside. He drove right down on us, but that's how we got in front of him from it. Let's see if I can turn it down real far here and then get the nice drive off. And that kind of worked. That actually kind of worked. Gave us just that little bit of space we needed there. Trying to hang on to that inside again. I guess this is really just the experience of this track for me to understand what I can and can't do. I really feel like here is just kind of where I'm going to pull down like this. And then when I come up on the track, but we're going to be running too slow coming up from that. So he's going to get a good run. So that doesn't work. I'm experimenting. I'm trying to figure out what I can do. Okay. Well, that's not good because he's experimenting on my bumper. Carpenter is caught up to us battling, and he's going to probably get the pass with ease. He got some kind of weird run. I've seen it a couple times now, and he is just no problem driving past us. Wow. Wow. Unfortunate. Really unfortunate for us. Tap the brakes a little there. We got Johnny Sauter behind us looking to put us a third lap down, which I mean, we assumed was going to happen in this race. We were going to get lapped a lot. They were 2 seconds a lap faster than us. We don't have the equipment. Our truck isn't fully upgraded in general. It's also not fully upgraded for the race. We had 2 short track races in a row. So all of this has just been us being challenged overall. Oh, yeah, Carpenter had a nice run that put him up around Schildhouse even with ease, so maybe he was just saving. That's what we'll say. Got into Schildy's back end there. Sorry about it. Looks like Grant Enfinger behind us. I am thinking before next season I'm going to make one paint scheme change to one of the regular drivers. Not Enfinger. I was just thinking about something else, and I thought I'd mention it. Stay tuned, folks, for that amazing surprise. Whoa, 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 whoa. Terrible driving. my favorite. It's my favorite kind of driving, if you didn't notice. When we're 65 on the right rear, got 36 to go, is it? At the line, 36 to go, which is 33 to go for us. We'll be all right. We were at like 50 to go still. I'd be really concerned about that. Or if we were under 50% on the tire wear right now, I'd be concerned. We're more than halfway through the final run, and we still have tires, so we'll just drive the truck the way we can. Well, you know what we're gonna definitely do now. That's stupid for us not to. But unfortunately, all we can do is get in front of Carpenter now. I pulled out my socket. I hit my hand, I wear earbuds because I don't like get pimples around my ears if I wear my headset for a long time. Nobody likes that. So anyway, I got some pretty nice earbuds, and I pulled the wire out, and then I plugged it back in. I plugged it into the microphone jack. I'm like, why don't I have sound now? That's why. We're on fresh tires, and we are more than halfway through here, so you're just going to see us whizzing around some of these trucks, probably up to 24th place. Actually, we'll keep it here until we get up to Carpenter because it shouldn't be that long. We're going to do quite a bit of racing on the apron, mainly to avoid getting run over by these trucks. I know it seems weird, but I don't like to get destroyed, and so I'm going to do what I can with fresh tires to avoid that.
Still there?
Side by side coming out of 4. 30 laps left, 27 for us in the race. Nothing we can do here with these trucks, but we'll get in front of them. We are now comfortably in 22nd place. We will speed things up until there are 5 laps left in the race.
Yellow's out, back or down?
Caution flies. Obviously, we'll stay out, and we'll just speed things right back up. Mike Harmon with the free pass, and technically we're in front of him, but we're the first truck 3 laps down. Sucks for us.
Be ready. Hammer down, greens out.
We need a lot more cautions in a very short period of time to put us in a spot where we could battle it out for another position. That's all right, though, folks.
Careful, still there.
It's all right. Oops, I forgot. I'm okay. Everything's fine because we got the drive off of here.
Top's free, use it if you need it.
Top is free until Carpenter tries to wreck us. Speeding it up! We'll be back with 5 to go.
5 to go.
All right, you heard the man. Just 5 laps left in season, our first full season in our NASCAR Heat 5 series. We will actually complete this season. Got up to 22nd place. We put 3 seconds on Taylor, and we actually got around costs the right way, and it was good, and we've held fairly well throughout. Of course, every time I start talking, we don't drive as precisely, but I got to learn how to figure that out because, well, we talk for half of the race. So, tracks like this, you got different turns. It's interesting. This reminds me of Gateway. Not just with the 2 different types of turns. One set of turns are real tight. The other 2 are real not tight. So, that's the only thing it reminds me of. Not anything else, obviously. This has this... Is that called a dog leg right here? Kind of kicks out. Is that why they call it a dog leg? These are the questions that I want answered while I'm driving around. But we've done all right. Lot of bumping action going on early on. Think we could have potentially gotten a better, maybe a top 18, maybe even 15th. But with all the early on action, being bumped around, shoved around, losing positions from that, it's been an issue. But we made the best of what we had and our situation to come away with the absolute best possible position we could. We left nothing on the table here. We couldn't get any closer to another spot as we are right now. We gained quite a bit on Bryce Egan as well, and even Jeremiah Graham. You consider the fact that our laps are 29 seconds, 29 and a half seconds, so we gained 11 seconds on Egan and 7 seconds on Graham. But this last one had cautions. Oops, we messed up. We're gonna miss. It doesn't matter. It's not for position, but also passed us on the inside. Bringing around 3 and 4. The crowd goes wild as a champion has been crowned, and it is not us. But we finished 22nd place. Winner of the race, and I believe that'll make him your champion of the second season, Johnny Sauter. We have Grant Enfinger, Jordan Anderson, Matt Crafton, and Stuart Friesen rounding out your top 5. Eliza Bethel, your first truck of the custom drivers to finish, and she finished in 14th place. Matt Kenseth 15th. Bradshaw Stout, great showing for that team after being in 32nd. They may not have finished the season in 32nd place with this 16th place finish. 18th goes to Max Cost. Parker Smith in 19th. Jeremiah Graham 20th. 21st, Bryce Egan. We were in 22nd place. Taylor Carpenter was in 23rd. Casey Kane 24th. David Schildhouse 25th. Speedy Jones 26th. Michael Chavez 27th. Lance Norick 28th. Gary Norton 29th, John Perez 30th, and Jason White and Gustine did not finish the race. Here you go, your final standings for the season. Johnny Sauter does win the championship by just 5 points. Grant Enfinger and Jordan Anderson battle it out, and Matt Crafton all just 1 point off of each other. And then Austin Hill, 5th place, which it was just the top 4 is what we were looking at. That made this final bout. Your final standings for the custom drivers. Max Cost wins it for the custom drivers, getting 18th place. Casey Kane comes in 19th. Matt Kenseth, 20th place. David Schildhouse, 21st. Taylor Carpenter, 22nd. Bryce Egan, 23rd. Eliza Bethel, 24th. Speedy Jones, 25th. Gary Norton, 26th. Michael Chavez, 27th. Parker Smith, 28th. Lance Norick, 29th. Jeremiah Graham, 30th. John Perez 31st, and Bradshaw Stout did still end up finishing in the 32nd position. Johnny Sauter had your fastest lap of the race. Johnny Sauter led the most laps in the race. Jordan Anderson moved from 31st up to 3rd place. Congratulations to him. And Gustine, tough break, started 5th, ended 32nd. We did finish the season with 369 fans. Angela Rutsch, it was tough. We are moving on. I know the season just ended, but it's never too early to start planning for the next year. We will not be skipping trucks. Right? It says we're participating in the Xfinity Series. We'll see what that's all about. Series preparation. We are in no way, shape, or form ready to run an Xfinity. We'll join a team, I guess. Oh, this is the contract that we got, and I thought they were talking about... Okay. So we did get invited to the Xfinity Series. We'll run it with Mike Harmon Racing. We'll run it with Mike Harmon Racing. Everyone's neutral now, as you can see. Yes. Ooh, okay. We do have new options. We're going to go with the Allegiant for our new truck. Well, no. Well, maybe. That signing bonus is big for us. But this is big for payout per race. Yeah, we're going to switch to Ford anyway. Let's do that. Can-Am. We'll have a new paint scheme for that. Yeah, we'll edit that out, and we'll have a new paint scheme there pretty soon. Says, great, I'll get everything set up and let you know when it's all in place. Yeah, let's do that. 404. By the way, Merry Christmas to all of you. And, because this will come out on Christmas Day. So I will comment. We will find out what happens in the next episode. We're going to talk about it through the community tab on YouTube. That is going to do it for this episode. I do want to take a moment out to say thank you so much to all of you that are new, all of you that have been here since the beginning and everything in between. I appreciate you so much and the support that you have given me so far on this channel. We're close to 300 subscribers, and I just hope that we continue to grow and the interest continues to be piqued by you and everybody else so that we are going to provide entertainment to all the people around. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day as well to watch this video. And of course, until next time, and as always, you take care.